So, welcome. This is Digital Painting for the Absolute Beginner. I want to thank you so much for signing up for this course. And I want to do a little bit of housekeeping. Usually in my welcome videos, I go over everything, and I'm going to do that here now, but this is going to be a little bit of me going over everything, so just bear with me. This might be this hopefully you won't find this. Hopefully you won't find this too boring. The first thing that you will notice is that the way that I talk. I speak, I'm kind of laid back. I am very mellow when I speak and with my delivery. So if I'm speaking just a little bit too slow for you, go ahead and go to right over here and check the playback rate and just speed it up. I've had to do that before with some of the instructors that I've taken. I won't be offended by it. It's not going to hurt my feelings or anything like that. I definitely want you to speed up my voice a little bit if you find it to be a little bit slow. The reason why I speak very slow is because I want to make sure that you understand everything. And I also have a great deal of students who are not native English speakers. So for those of you that are native English speakers, I will just ask for your patience. And that's kind of that on the way that I speak. Also, I got a little bit of a sense of humor. So I do like to have fun in my courses. So I hope that that does not put you off as well. I don't read from a script. I do not find it to be realistic for me to write down a script and then try to teach you drawing simultaneously when all of my lessons are done in real time, meaning when you hear me talking, I'm actually talking and painting at the same time. I think that that's important. That's my style. I know exactly what I'm going to teach you, but when I get into the lesson, I know the key points, but I don't read from a script. With that said, believe it or not, I actually answer all of your questions. So if you got questions, go right here to the Q&A section. You can see there are no sections now, or there are no questions now. And you can ask a question, and you can also post your work right here. So if you ask a new question, now you see this little icon right here, that's the image icon. That's how you upload your work, and upload them in a JPEG file because that's the easiest way for me to see that. I would ask that you not upload any work that is copyrighted, meaning you did some kind of work, you did some kind of fan art or something like that. Please don't upload that. I only ask that you upload things that are relevant to the course itself. That's very important. That's the Q&A section. If there's any announcements, they will be here. You can bookmark things if you'd like. And the course content, if you will notice that the first video lesson contains the zip files. Sometimes the zip files will just have one file in it. It will be a PSD file that's going to be used over and over again. If there is no zip file, then there was no need to make a zip file. Just want to make that very clear. Also, I don't edit my videos. You will see me make mistakes, and I think it's important for you to see me make some mistakes because that is me showing you that it's okay to make mistakes as long as you correct them. It's not a big deal. So, something else to keep in mind. The most important thing to realize, I think, or at least one of them, is to realize that I did not shoot this course in the order in which it appears. I shot this course over the time period of about 6 months. And the reason why I came up with this course, just to let you know, is from my students who were really trying to get into digital painting, or I had other online friends who are artists that were trying to get into digital painting. And one of the questions that I kept getting over and over again is, how do you blend? How do you blend? And as I thought about it, not a lot of digital painting tutorials really went into the basics of like blending and edge work and things like that. And so that's how I came up with this course, the course for the absolute beginner, the course that teaches you a lot of the fundamentals. And that's what this course is about. It's not about making wonderful speed paintings, and it's not about making a bunch of specific robots or elves or whatever. But if you do want to paint that stuff, you'll be a lot better at painting it by taking your time and learning the fundamentals. This is a long course. If I go and look at the overview, this is 14 hours. It's not a short course. It's not meant to be. This is meant to put you on the right track right away. This is meant to give you a super strong, solid foundation in painting. This is not meant to be done very quickly. Some of the videos are longer. So I want you to have an open mind and be very patient. Be patient with yourself. You're going to make mistakes. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. If you take a look at how I set this course up, and here goes the overview. So if you have never ever in your life attempted to do any sort of digital art, and you are confused by the idea of graphics tablets, but you know you need one, and there is something else that you don't know what a brush engine is, and you don't know any of that stuff, well, don't worry about it. I got you covered. In the very first section, this is for my first time tablet users. And in the first time tablet users, it's all about you practicing on your tablet. And hopefully you have a graphics tablet at this point. The second section, or section number 3, is a digital basics crash course. I just go over some of the digital jargon and some of the terms that you may be running into. Now, if I miss something here and you're not sure, I have no problem with adding a video right there. No problem at all. Section 4, I decided to go into brush engine basics. I don't want you to be intimidated or freaked out or anything like that. A brush engine is just how you change your actual, the feel and the look of the brush. Now, if you understand all of this stuff, and this is so important, if you understand these first 3 sections, skip all of that and go straight to section 5. You can mark all of these as complete. Just mark them as complete and go to section 5. Because one of the first things that you're going to learn how to do is you're going to learn how to block in your colors. We then move on to painting forms, and you will be painting forms. Then we're going to get into blending. Then we're going to get into using colors. And you're going to learn about value, you're going to learn about shade and saturation and monochromatic color and complementary colors and all of those stuff that people just throw around and not tell you what it is. Then we're going to get into edges. For those of you that have been painting a little bit but are looking like, I don't feel like my work it's finished. How do I get it to look finished? It's probably because you're not putting in any edge work. I'm going to show you how to do that. Then we're going to go with our introduction to lighting. And then I'm going to give you an example of a workflow that you can use. You can follow along with this, or you can just sit back and watch what I do, but pay attention to the working order that I'm going in. This is how you produce an image. And then I'm not just going to leave you hanging. I'm going to show you how to paint a bunch of textures. In section 13, it's my student Q&A. That's where you're going to ask me a bunch of questions, and there's another video to remind you by the time you get to the end of that. And section 14 is a bonus section. I originally created this image and it just went off the rails, and I was trying to fix it, and it's a lot of fun, and it's educational and a little bit embarrassing, but I just wanted to show you that even though I'm teaching you how to paint digitally, I didn't use any of the principles that not many in the beginning that I am about to teach you, and that's when things went off the rails. So it's just one of those things that where you can decide if you want to download it or not. The files are a little bigger, and I had to divide them up into 5 different files. It's yours to keep and to take a look at, and there's some PSD files in there. So if you got an open mind, please go ahead and jump into the course. And let me also say that I know that sometimes real life gets in the way, because it always does get in the way. If you have something important, don't feel like you're letting anybody down or letting yourself down by not getting right to the next lesson. Things get in the way all the time. The reason why this course is not shot in order is because real life got in the way with me. So, and by the way, if you kind of feel in one video that if you kind of feel in one of the videos that maybe you're missing something, chances are you're not. I made videos and I cut videos, and these first sections 2, 3, and 4 weren't even going to be in this course. It was going to be an entirely separate course, the beginning of an entirely separate course, but I decided to put that here. So I do, because I felt that it was important. But if there's something that you feel like I'm missing, just let me know. I'm going to stop talking now because it's been about 10 minutes. Thank you so much for listening to this. And be kind and courteous to everybody in the Q&A section. And don't be afraid to post, because I do get back to you within 24 hours. Okay, I'm going to stop talking.